here tonight, or this afternoon rather. The Rocky cheerleaders over there trying to get the Rocky crowd that made the trip down from the home area down here to Riverton into it. So Grizz ball.
A lot of fans up there in the stands.
So. A lot of brown and gold over there. It's Michael with the ball. He's just going to take it, dishes over to Joey. Nothing there. Back up to Bryce, to Shane. And back to Michael to reset. Gets it over to Bryce on the elbow. To Joey, looking at Kirby inside. Kirby in the paint. Going to go up strong. And can't find the range with that one, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
That was good patience right there. They hit Kirby. He was
Kirby
about a 13-footer right there. And
nothing wrong with that. So Kirby at the line.
He hesitated a little bit and drew that foul. That was a pretty play.
And that first one is up and good.
As Dieter and Cascoli back into the game for the Rangers, they check in for Corbridge and for Simpson. As Kirby will get his second shot now.
And it is up. And it's good, so.
It's Cascoli across to Webster. Webster's working against Bryce and Michael both there as the Grizz got that pressure defense going. Cascoli way up top again. Gets it up to Dieter at the top of the key. Dieter looking down to King, and King's going to travel with it.
That's kind of what I thought. Was hoping for that call, Dave, as he looked like he drug his foot a little bit, and that'll give
good defense by the Grizz right there.
So that'll give the possession back to the Grizz. As Michael brings it down, they kind of back off a little bit on that full court, little bit of man-to-man. Bryce with the ball. Back to Joy, looking inside, over to Michael on the corner.
For three.
Yep,
Michael Bernheisel for three.
Yeah, this ref I was looking at was a little late, but it looked like it from our vantage point.
And that's just going to be Simpson tried to go against Kirby, but Kirby was set, and he just throws the ball out of bounds. Another turnover to the for the Rangers. And the Grizz now leading 29-12 on the Garvin Motor scoreboard with 5:22 remaining here in this second period.
So Bernheisel with the ball. Trying to trap him there, but he gets it to Bryce in the center. Bryce over to Shane, and back up to Bryce, and then ends up in Michael's hands. Pretty good defense. Michael spins out of it, kind of trying to dish it off to Shane, but taken away
by Cascoli, and then that's gonna be another turnover there as they hustle back on defense, and Simpson loses the ball out of bounds. So good hustle there by the Grizz after that turnover. Man, they're just all over the floor, Rob.
Good play on both ends, like we're saying. It's just fun to watch as Michael brings it across half court, gets it inside to Bryce. Bryce thinks about it, but gets it off to Shane, back to Michael. Kind of reset it back up.
Ooh, wow.
Nice little move by Shane. Had the lane, but kind of hit away.
Cascoli got his hand on that ball, kind of tipped it away, but Shane able to recover.
Kirby just kicks it back out to Michael. They'll reset their offense. Try it again. Over to Bryce.
Look at this patience by the Grizz in this offense.
What I'm seeing. Michael. Oh! Yeah, he had Joey for a second, but
couldn't quite get that pass.
Couldn't quite get it to him.
Pretty good defense there by Simpson as he jumped that pass, and Joey just couldn't quite get to it. So
as Jewel and Shane will sit as Cannon and Bill check in for the Grizzlies.
Get it into Dieter. Dieter over to Simpson. Simpson back to Dieter. But Dieter way outside. I got to imagine they want him down that block where he was so good early in the game. Had a couple of those pretty turnarounds. Looking inside to Corbridge. And Corbridge kicks it out to Simpson for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Bill.
And a quick down by Michael to Bryce. Bryce kicks it to Bill. Bill going to drive and go.
Pretty move by Bill. Didn't get the shot to go, but rebound controlled there by Kemmerer. That's Cascoli with the ball now as he'll push it down the floor. Good defense by the Grizz. Looking inside, taken away. I can't tell who actually took that away. I think it was Michael.
That was Bill. And then right back the other way as the Grizz turn it over, and that I didn't catch, but who turned it over from the Grizzlies, so Kemmerer going to slow things down a little bit here.
Kind of got blocked as that official ran right in front of me. Kirby just steals it from Dieter, and he's going all the way the other way. And that's going to be a jump ball as
the ball gets wedged in between the backboard and the rim.
Yeah, what happened there was Kirby went to lay that ball in, and Dieter got his hand on it and just
shoved it into that
stuck
wedge.
It right in there. So that's going to be a jump ball.
And I believe that the Grizz are going to take a timeout here.
No, it was called by Black.
Oh, was it? It's going to be a full one.
Yeah. And I think it will be Ranger basketball down there.
Yes,
possession
I think so. I'm looking at the toggle switch behind us here, Dave, and
so
I think they just switched it. So
it will be Kemmerer basketball going the other way. Again, Grizz with a 29-12 lead on the Garvin Motors scoreboard with 3:21 remaining here in the second period. Liking what we're seeing so far, Rob.
Oh, absolutely.
Grizz are just working their tails off on both ends. I love the patience on the offense. The outside shot's falling for them, but they're not forcing it.
Right.
If it's there, they're taking it. If not, they're getting good looks. They've had some good drives inside. Haven't quite maybe hit every one of those layups, but things are just
exactly what you said.
Really well.
Usually, typically, it's just human nature when those outside shots are falling like that you try to force them a little bit, and these guys are just, like you said, showing patience, taking their time, and working for whatever that Kemmerer's going to give them here.
Yep. So Corbridge now to inbound. He gets it into Dieter. Dieter hits Simpson, crosses half court, and he'll wait for everybody else to get down now, and they'll set up the offense. Corbridge with the ball. Cannon's all over him. Nice defense there by the Grizz. Simpson now with the ball. Cannon working on him. Over to Cascoli. Cascoli over to Dieter. Dieter looking down on the block to Simpson. Simpson's going to drive in. Kind of a wild shot. No good. And Kirby's there to scoop it up. Throws it down too hard for Cannon.
Yeah, a little too hard from Kirby as Kirby thought he was doing a square in.
Yeah, they thought they had it. It looked good. Cannon kind of slowed down just a little bit.
Like
Not sure if Kirby
broke
was
the
going to
route
get that.
too early. So.
Simpson now, and that's going to be a foul on Kirby as he went for another steal there and got a little bit too much contact. He got him. That's just Kirby's second. 2:45 remaining. Only the fifth team foul, so that'll bring Jewell off the bench. Probably going to make sure Kirby doesn't pick up his third here in this second quarter. So
not a bad move by Coach Simmons there to calm Kirby down with 2 minutes 45 seconds remaining on the Garvin Motors scoreboard here in the second period.
That's Simpson with the ball. He drives against Bill. That's an offensive foul, and that's how they call it too. Good job there by Bill as he was set, and we're going back the other way now as Simpson picks up the offensive foul. I believe that's just his first, and it is just Simpson's first foul.
Only 9 fouls, Dave.
This has been a really
pretty good game.
It's been quick moving and a lot of, not a lot of time for people to foul.
Yeah, good point. As Bernheisel gets down to the corner, but he's back to Cannon now on the elbow. Kicks it to Bryce. Bryce going to air it up. Can't find it. Rebound goes to Cannon. Cannon just going to lay it back up and going to go to the line for an and one as well. So the Grizz just continue here with this offensive, both ends just playing outstanding basketball here this afternoon. As Cannon to the line for the and one.
As they now lead by 19 with the chance to push it to 20 here.
So Cannon's shot is up.
Gets the roll.
To put the Grizz up.
Everything's working right now, even the free throws.
Yeah, why not?
Simpson's going to go all the way down and kick it out to Corbridge, and he doesn't get it. We're going to have a push-off inside, and I think we're going to be going the other way is 14. That's Corbridge, I think, Simpson pushes off on that rebound down there.
So Grizzly basketball. Cannon will inbound to Michael. 2 minutes, 14 seconds showing on the Garvin Motor scoreboard.
32-12. Let's don't forget that, just because it sounds so good to be up there.
Good. Bill with the ball on the elbow, back up top to Cannon. Cannon getting a little direction from the Grizzly bench here. Back to Michael. Down to Shane. Shane going to go baseline, puts it, nope, kicks it back out to Bill.
Decision.
Bill going to air it out.
And he's fouled. Bill's going to shoot three. Bill's going to shoot 3 shots as that is Simpson, I believe, 32.
I believe so.
Yeah, Seth Thompson he did not give Bill a chance to come down on that shot. And he was running at him. I think that made Bill kind of change his shot a little bit too. But
he'll go to the line for
chance to push this lead even bigger.
First shot is no good.
I think that's their first miss from the line, Rob. I'm going to check that after here, but I think that's their first miss.
Well, we got a break in the action. Go ahead.
Austin King will check back into the game, too, for the Rangers.
Kemmerer's going to take
just a 30, it looks like.
30-second timeout here. Once again, the Rocky cheerleaders getting the Rocky faithful that made the trip down going here with a minute 53 showing on Garvin Motor scoreboard.
Yeah, I like what we're seeing thus far. Good work by the Grizz on both ends of the ball. They're patient on offense. You know, when the shot's there on the outside, they're taking it. If not, they're working it in. We've seen a lot of shots from inside 15 feet, 12, 13 feet from the, from the elbow, from down on the block. They're being very patient. the
patience, and I like the hustle seeing on the defensive end. I mean, you got Kirby coming clear out and getting a steal from your big man, and that's just outstanding basketball, getting effort from everybody. As Bill, second shot, does not get the bounce.
So he'll get one more as he was on the 3 shot that he got fouled.
So Bill set for his 3rd shot. And that one finds the range.
So Grizz now by 21. Ooh, Cascoli
dragging his foot there, but no call.
He held it. So Cascoli now will work against Bernheisel, gets it up to Dieter. Again, way outside is Dieter working against Jewell. Over to Webster. Webster inside to King, and he's going to be reach-in foul there by Bill, as that's going to be the 6th team foul, I believe, on the Grizz. So they will still not be shooting at this point. 6 to 7 team fouls, pretty evenly called. Thus far, like we mentioned, just not a lot of time for fouls in this game. Up top to Dieter as they get it in bounds as he's working against Joey. Shane pokes that away, and then Joey ends up taking it clear away. So he's got Michael with him.
Nice
and he's going to be fouled by Cascoli.
Yeah, nice bounce pass from Jewell trying to work it into Michael. But that'll send Michael to the line.
So Michael will go shoot too. Again.
Good hustle again on the other end as Michael's first shot is in and out.
I mentioned the good free throw shooting a little too early.
See, there you go again. As Bryce was set to check in, but they will hold him.
Looks like he's checking in for Michael.
In for the shooter. As Michael's setting for his 2nd shot. Up.
He didn't want to go out.
A little long.
Rebound fought for, and it's going to be, I think, a foul on Bill, and that'll
send. So that's going to be, Bill's going to pick up 2 quick ones.
And that's going to send Dieter, I think, down to the other line to shoot a bonus. So that'll bring Bryce into the game now, and Michael will sit down. And
as Bill's over there explaining to Coach Simmons that foul.
Yeah. I thought Bill was going up, and he's feeling like he was going up, and the guy kind of moved into him. And I see his frustration, but nevertheless, he was still over the back.
Yeah.
So. And that free throw is no good. Rebound controlled by Shane.
Shane with the ball, gets it over to Cannon. Cannon just kind of flips it off to Bryce. Bryce over to Bill. Bill gonna drive, but nothing there. Almost goes down, but gets it off to Jewell. Jewell puts it up for 2.
Good looking little 12-footer there from Joey as he knocks it down. And the Rangers, have not scored in quite some time now as another turnover.
Another turnover as
Webster steps out of bounds on the pressure defense by Shane.
Good defense from Shane, kind of just forces him out of bounds right in front of us, Dave. Is another turnover, so Grizz ball. Bill with the ball up top. And he'll give over to Cannon, down to Bryce. Back up top to Bill.
Going to play for 1 shot here, it looks like, unless something opens way,
Yeah, 50 seconds remaining. They're just going to swing it around. Shane with it. Back up top. Got a whistle, and I'm not sure what.
On 23, Black with the push, so that's going to send.
Cascoli with a little push there and send Bryce to the line for the Grizzlies.
9th team foul. So Cascoli picks up his 3rd, and that's a huge foul on the Rangers. Away from the ball. That third foul,
that's kind of a frustration foul there as Bryce shot is no good. So 42 seconds remaining.
We're headed back the other way. Dieter with the ball. Oh, and King gets in wide open.
Yeah, nice look from Kemmerer to see King open underneath. So
he was wide open too, as Grizz didn't get back in the right spot that time. Just their first points here in a long time.
And the Grizz ball, Bill thought about it, but 20 seconds remaining. Cannon with the ball. Gets it to Shane. Over to Bryce, 14 seconds. Cannon going to take the lane, high bouncer, but can't find it. Rebound controlled by the Grizz. They kick it out. Bill going to put it up and can't find it either. So 3 seconds remaining, and they get a kind of a turnover as Shane tries to air it up. An outstanding effort from the Grizz here this afternoon.
Yeah, that was an outstanding first half here for the Grizz as they go into the locker room with a 21-point lead at 35-14, as that fury that they ended the first quarter with, they just pushed that right into the second period and just kept it going all the way through. Just an outstanding first half by the Grizz. I'm going to go through and pull up some stats here, and
we'll, as the Grizzly cheerleaders, going to do, I believe,
a floor routine.
I think part of their state routine that they'll be doing down in Casper for the state cheer competition here in about a month.
It's good to see Lacey back out there, Rob.
Yes, it is. So run through some quick sponsor notification here as you guys watch these cheerleaders. Casper College, Bighorn Federal, Garvin Motors, Salmon's Excavation, Ronnie French and Management Organization, the Office Shop, of course TCT West for all they do for these local schools, Bighorn Federal, GK Construction in Lovell, Red Apple Supermarket of Lovell, Haskell Furniture, and Wildfire Construction.
Yeah, we'll go through a few stats here for the Grizz. And the first half, Michael Bernheisel finished that half with 5 points. Bryce Ward had 9 as he shot 3 for 6 from the three-point line as he got us fired up early with those big shots there. And Grizz kind of never looked back. Kirby able to put in 4 points and pulled down a couple of rebounds also. Cannon Simmons put in 3 points as he hit the layup in the and one. Also pulled down an offensive rebound. Joey Jewell hit 2 points, pulled down 3 rebounds for the Grizz. Bill Despain put in 9 points and 2 rebounds. Shane Wasiski put in 3 points and grabbed 4 rebounds. So pretty good first half stats there for the Grizz as they shot 50% from the field and 60% from beyond the arc at 3-point range. They started out pretty good on the free throws as they hit their first 5 and then they ended up going, or they hit their first 4 and then ended up going 1 for the rest of them there in that. So they shot 5 for 11, only shot 45%. Turnovers, 8 turnovers is all for the Grizz in that whole first half, which I felt was pretty good. 16 turnovers for the Rangers, and that's really that's a big advantage to the Grizz there. Have half the turnovers that your opponent has in a game like this, and then the way that the Grizz have been playing.
Yeah, you're going to get some of those. It's been a fast-paced game that we've seen here so far, Dave, and it's up and down, and you're going to have turnovers. You just hope that they're going to be in favor of you.
Yeah, and we mentioned in the early, just within, I guess until about the last 2 or 3 minutes, there wasn't a lot of fouls called in that because there just wasn't a lot of opportunities. You look at the field goal percentage for Kemmerer, they shot 43%. That's not bad.
No.
That's not a bad percentage from the floor. The problem is they didn't get many shots.
No, and Grizz, like you mentioned, Dave, we're seeing them playing out, and even when they have height advantage underneath there, and I think the Grizzlies, like you said, the Grizzly defense is just pushing them out, and I would venture to think it's not really where they want to be with some of that height to get it working inside. And we saw that they worked into King there and that open shot there towards the end. And I'm sure that
Grizz just kind of didn't get back in time on that, and And but you know, I'm showing 7 for 13 from the floor. You know, 13 shots is not a lot of shots.
No, that's not a lot. And then
you know, and that's kind of I think the difference here in the game, and that's, you know, that's not a lot of shots.
No,
so
it's not. But just like you said, hats off to the Grizz. They're playing tough defense. Everybody's contributing, if not shooting. Everybody's, I'm seeing, is hustling on the defensive end. You know, made mention earlier, the big man Kirby coming out and getting that steal, and it's just there's a lot of want I'm seeing in out of the Grizzlies here this afternoon.
The Grizz lead the rebound category by a count of 13 to 10. So, you know, not a lot of rebound, not a lot that they lead that by, which, you know, if you look around the floor again, you look at both King and Dieter, they both have us outsized by quite a few inches. So, you know, I'm not surprised that the rebound, you know, you know, I'm not surprised at that. I'm glad to see that the Grizz have been doing the job and they lead in that category. You know, I show 1 offensive rebound for Kemmerer, and we know that we've seen that in the last few games, you know, against the last 2 games against Bighorn and against Lovell. The offensive rebounds killed the Grizz that they gave up down there to Lovell and to
and we've made mention of that through the season, Dave. That's just a stat that we thought that they needed to work on, and obviously have here to this afternoon.
I know there's still a long way to go in this one, but I come in here and we watch the way that they started out, and you hear it a lot, you know, but it looks to me like they just flipped the switch. It's like they've been working on this and working on that and working on this, and then they get down here and they flip the switch. Now, this Kemmerer team beat us in that preseason tournament, or that preseason, not tournament, but whatever they call that pool play deal in the beginning of the year. I guess it's not even preseason, but where they go down and they play in Grable and Burlington and all that. Kemmerer beat us. I know they shot the lights out down there. Somebody was telling me they shot way above 60% for that game down there, and so I gotta believe that they're capable of doing that again. So this one's far from over, and the Grizz have got to come out with that same intensity and not let them climb back into this.
Absolutely.
We've had some games this year where we've just felt like there was going to be a third quarter just lapse, and it happened. And
we've talked about that several times, both girls and boys, that they've come out looking pretty good in that first half, and then they seem to come out in the third period and kind of fell a little short, and they're going to have to stay on top. This Kemmerer team is tough. You know, I'm sure the Kemmerer coaches went in there and made their adjustments, and they're going to come out. As you said, the Grizz are going to have to stay on fire and just keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah. Yep, they just got to keep playing their game. If they keep playing their game, which they're doing right now, everything's going to work out fine for the brown and gold.
No, absolutely.
And look at them. They're having fun, too. And you're seeing the intent. There's no messing around in any of those kids out there right now. They all mean business.
They're here for a purpose, and that purpose is to bring home some gold and get to Casper next weekend.
That's right. And, you know, as it is, when you have any senior on the team, whether there's 1, 3, 5, or 6, you know, you look at Michael and Shane and Bryce, and those 3 want nothing more than to get a trip to Casper and go down there and you know, and play in state. And they got to come here and do this one game at a time and play just like they're playing right now.
Absolutely.
Can't let up. There can't be any lapse time. They got to be patient. And I just fear starting into this third quarter with one of those 4.5-minute droughts where they score 1 or, you know, just or no points that we've seen happen a couple of times over the year, and hopefully they're not going to let that happen today, and be able to just keep this same intensity up. And I gotta say, I have not seen them come out and play this well as a team everybody kind of on their game.
Yeah.
Everybody that's been in has been kind of on their game.
Oh, absolutely. And we've talked.
Typically, there's a couple that just aren't.
Yeah.
It just happens.
We made mention that, in the closing games of the regular season, that this is what you want to happen. You come in, your regular season's coming to a close. You want to gel. You want everybody, all the cylinders firing, so to speak, and that's exactly what they come in here this afternoon and doing. And like you said, Dave, they're getting it from everybody. You just look out there on the court right now. They're smiling. They're having fun, and that's important too. And of course, it's always more fun when the scoreboard's in your favor, of course.
Yeah.
As Kemmerer's making their way back out here, as the Kemmerer coaches took almost the entire half to talk that over with
kind of heads down and not a lot of energy shown in Kemmerer. I don't know what happened in there at halftime, but
as a coach,
they're not going to have much time to even get. They're going to maybe get a few shots up here, but not a lot of time here. As
about 1:15 remaining before we kick off this second half here at the Central Wyoming College gym here.
This hasn't always been the most friendly place to the Grizz, but so far so good today.
Yeah, so far so good. Exactly right. So
if things keep pace today,
we will. Well, that's the girls we're looking at, Dave. This is the.
Here we go.
So
we'll play at the Riverton High School. Then if things keep on pace, the winner of this game will go over to Riverton High School and play the winner of Wyoming Indians and Grable, who are playing right now over at the high school.
And that game will be at the high school tomorrow.
At 4:30 tomorrow.
So hopefully that's the one we'll be playing in. If something dire would happen, we would go to.
Let's see, we're game 3, so we'd go down to tomorrow at Central Wyoming College.
Those are game 3. We would be at the high school at 11:30.
We're not going to let that happen.
No.
We're going to be playing tomorrow night at 4:30 if we can keep this even fairly close to what we've seen here in this first half.
Yeah, that's too early for us. We're better in the afternoon.
That's right.
So
that's right. We're
going to be selfish and just want to play in the afternoon.
That's right. 4:30, go over there and play that game and have a late dinner maybe. And
there you go. As here we are getting ready to kick off this second half.
Will be Grizzly basketball, I believe it is.
Grizz ball as they come out with their normal starters with Bryce, Michael, Kirby, Joey, and Shane. And see, hopefully, that the Grizz can maintain that momentum as Michael brings it down. See what we can get going here. Working up top. Pretty good defense from Kemmerer as they flip it to Kirby up top of the key. Bryce tries to work it into Kirby. Kirby going to go up with it. Can't find it. Rebound by Dieter.
And they're headed back the other way now. And that's Corbridge with the ball. Over to Dieter. Dieter's going to put it on the floor and drive against Kirby. Tries to throw it inside and is taken away by Kirby.
Kirby to Michael. Michael quick push to Joey. Back out to Michael. Michael thought about it. Going to go about free throw line. As Jewell kicks it to Kirby. Kirby gets it to Bryce for the 3. Can't. Shane controls the rebound. Going to kick it back out. So that would have been nice if Bryce could have hit that and started this second half as we did the first. But Michael kicks over Shane. Shane going to try it. Oh, little long rebound. Jewell for an easy layup too, as it just kind of fell in Joey's hands and he saw the lane there and
put it in. Back quick are the punchers. That is Simpson drives all the way down and puts it in for 2 as they answer right back. As looks to me like the Rangers want to push real quick back against the Grizz.
And Michael kind of mishandled it. It fell in Kirby's hand, and we're going to get a foul, I believe, on.
There were both King and Simpson were down there.
I think they called it on
and
Simpson.
Corbridge. There was 3. It's Corbridge is going to pick that one up. It's his first.
My fault. Grizz ball. Michael inbound as
Coach Simmons wants to talk to Joey about something over there on the offense.
So Bill checked in for the Grizz. And Bill with the ball kind of dishes off to Kirby. Kirby going to lay it off.
Oh, Dieter gets a piece of that one and blocks it.
Kind of a nice block from Dieter.
Back the other way quick as Cascoli hits Dieter for 3. Off the mark, no good. Kirby for the rebound.
And He off to Bryce. Bryce off and running.
Fast.
Michael to Shane. Shane gonna
nice
reverse
play,
around.
but he can't get it to go. Gets
Stays
his own
with
rebound.
it, and they're gonna fight for it as there is a scrum underneath. And possession will be in favor, I believe, of Kemmerer.
Boy, the shot's not falling there, but boy, were they hustling after that ball. Sorry, got a little excited there, talking over you.
That's all right.
Dieter with the ball now as he'll cross half court.
I'll pay you back sometime this weekend.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
And Bill steps in there, tries to knock and knocks it out of bounds as Dieter was trying to pass that ball inside to King. As they feel they got a little size mismatch there, and they do.
Oh, yeah,
but
absolutely.
Bill, good defense.
There it is.
Dieter with a catch and shoot on the inbounds play. And now all of a sudden, Kemmerer scores 2 quick ones, and they cut the lead to 19.
It's Michael with the ball for the Grizz. As usual, kind of getting harassed by Simpson up top. Gets it to Shane. Shane looking inside. He'll swing it back up top to Bill, and he'll hand it back off to Shane as they work the other side. Pretty good defense from Kemmerer as Michael down in the corners. Harassed, gets it inside to Bill. Bill gonna spin, kicks it over to
Bryce can't
just kind of throw it away as Bryce couldn't come up with it. So
Corbridge with the ball and a chance to cut into this lead a little bit more for Kemmerer. Simpson now up top, way up high to Dieter again as he's clear out here. Back over to Simpson. Dieter gets behind the defense, and Bill's gonna kind of foul him on that. As Bill tried to go up for catch that. It's going to be on the pass, so it should be Kemmerer ball underneath. Bill's going to check back out as he picked up his 3rd foul there. As Dieter got behind the defense there, probably not a bad foul by Bill.
No, it was probably the foul or an easy 2.
Oh, and it's tipped by Joey and goes to Michael as Joey's going to get credit for that steal there. And
Michael gets it to Bryce. Bryce going to go baseline.
Taken away by, he steps out of bounds, so it will stay Grizz ball. Boy, I'm not quite sure where Bryce was going with that one. I think he thought Kirby was cutting in, and Kirby popped out.
So Michael to inbound, underneath, kicks it out to Bryce and throws it away.
Tipped away by Cascoli.
So out on Cascoli, he'll maintain Grizz possession again. As Michael's still trying to get it inbounds here. Gets it to Kirby quick underneath.
King tips it out of bounds.
Good hustle from King to kip it out. So
Kirby should have kept going on that. It looks like he stopped before that ball got there, and King kept going.
Gonna move towards the ball. Finally get it into Shane.
And that's going to be a foul on Cascoli. That's going to be his 4th.
Yeah, that's just not a good foul.
A reach-in foul there by Cody Cascoli, and he's going to pick up his 4th, and that's going to bring Simpson off the bench, as Cascoli will sit for at least the rest of this quarter. Tough foul as Cascoli has been.
Kind of a frustration foul as he's a pretty good shooter. You really don't want him sitting early on in this 3rd period. Michael with the ball, going to kick it back out top to Shane. Shane trying to get it inside, nothing there. Gets it to Michael. Pretty good defense, gets it to Kirby underneath. Kirby going to short shot, can't find the range.
Rebound by Dieter, and we're headed back the other way.
A nice shot. Kirby just can't find it.
Simpson with the ball now, and Shane's going to be called for a block.
Just can't run backwards as fast as Simpson can forward. So Shane will
just Shane's first foul I'm showing.
The Garvin Motor scoreboard showing just his first foul. 4 minutes, 34 seconds remaining.
Grizz up by 19, 37-18. That's Corbridge with the ball over to Simpson. Simpson guarded by Shane over to Simpson. Simpson. We're probably not saying that right.
Well,
but
there is a Simpson.
Dieter goes to bounce that ball, and it goes off Joey's foot. Kirby looking for him.
Couldn't find it, so he got to pull up to get possession. Nice, smart move by Joey. Just had a fast break, but couldn't find the ball, so they reset. Michael with the ball over to Shane on the elbow. Trying to work inside, back up top to Bryce, down to Michael.
That almost looked like a Kirby to Joey touchdown play.
Almost there, didn't it?
Kirby was looking over, I think Joey was looking over the left shoulder, and Kirby threw it over the right.
So Shane gonna air it up.
In and out, no good.
And
Joey
going for the loose ball, so Joey gonna.
Just his 2nd foul.
2nd foul.
And Coach Simmons wants another timeout here is here we are in the middle of one of those droughts where we've scored 2 points here in the first half of the second quarter. So 4 minutes and 14 seconds gone by, and the Grizz have scored 2 points here.
You know, like you said, Dave, you mentioned that earlier, and we've talked about it through the season. That seems to be a kind of a shot in the foot, this drought that they seem to go through in the third quarter. And Kemmerer's this type of team, you do not want to let them get back in this. You know, even though it's a Cascoli on the bench with 4, and he's a pretty good shooter for the Rangers. But so, you know, Coach Simmons going to take a little bit of time here and discuss some things. And I think I saw Cannon checking in for the Grizz.
See if they can bring a little bit of energy in here to the lineup again and give a spark if they need it to get rolling here. I got a text here just a couple minutes ago. I don't know how many of you can see this or not, but just a few minutes ago here, I got a text saying that the Wyoming Indians were up 33-17. Looks like that was almost half hour ago that I got that text now, but Wyoming Indians up on Grable. So if it holds out here, it's looking more and more like a Chiefs-Grizzlies matchup tomorrow. But like I said, I want to count our chickens before the eggs hatch here. There's still a lot of time left.
Oh, absolutely.
Kemmerer basketball.
Grizzlies just got to settle in here and play some ball, the same type of ball that got them here in the first half. So
Corbridge will push it up the floor. Inside to Dieter. Dieter working against Kirby. Little turnaround jumper. Can't get it to go. Kirby is going to be fouled by Simpson as he went up for the rebound. Simpson reached up and hooked his arm. So, and we'll be going back the other way now as
that was not an inbound.
Simpson
if you saw
picked
that,
up his third foul. So that's 3 on Simpson. So, as 2 of the starters now in foul trouble for the Rangers, and that'll bring Webster back into the game.
Not necessarily good news here for the Kemmerer Rangers here with some foul trouble.
It
Michael brings it down with 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining on the Garvin Motors scoreboard. Over to Cannon. Cannon holding, looking for something to break. Going to try to air it up to Kirby. Nice little.
They're going to call it before the shot there.
Before the shot, but I kind of held my breath there as Cannon saw the lane and just kind of alley-ooped it to Kirby.
Boy, you almost wish you wouldn't have called that one.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Cannon inbound, kicks it out to Michael. Michael on the corner, going to drive it back up to Bryce. Bryce kind of way out, down to Cannon. Try that again. Kirby breaking. Pretty good defense. Back up to Michael. Over to Bryce, to Cannon. There it is.
Oh,
nice look from
play.
Cannon as Kirby breaks the lane, and just nice little layup by Kirby.
About a 4.5 or no, almost 5 minute drought there for the Grizz. And that was Dieter missed that first shot, picked up his own rebound, put it back in. So just like that, it's a 19-point lead again, and Grizz are coming back the other way.
Cannon with the ball on the elbow. Looking for something to break, kind of sitting still. Bryce with the ball to Michael, back to Cannon. Cannon looking for that again, but Kemmerer's kind of a little more aware of it. Over to Michael on the other side. Cannon up top. Good patience here. Nothing wrong with this type of play, folks. Just waiting for something to happen. Michael with the ball over to Bryce. Bryce is going to drive, kick it back out to Cannon. Cannon going to air it up. A little long.
Looks long. Was. Wow, that was way long, and the rebound went to and Dieter's going to drive the lane, and he gets the shot up, but it won't go, and we're going to have a foul as Kemmerer trying to push this ball back. It's on Michael. I think that's just going to be Michael's second foul. It is. But that'll put Dieter to the line where thus far he has not shot well, but he will get 2 shots here. Right at 2 minutes remaining here in the third.
His first shot is good as Bill checks in for Joey for the Grizz. 2 minutes remaining on the Garvin Motors scoreboard here in the third period. Grizz still up, but Kemmerer is trying to make a run here.
They cut it to 18 now. Chance to go further. That one's in and out. Bill pulls down the rebound.
And he kicks it to Cannon. Cannon with a little quick push. Gets it off to Bill. Bill gonna air one out.
Just short.
Short, right? Nice look, but just a little short.
That's Corbridge with the ball, working against Bryce. Bryce, pretty tight defense there, not giving him anything easy. Over to Dieter. Dieter swings it over to Simpson. Nice screen there from King. Simpson goes all the way in, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Kirby, and we're headed back the other way.
And he kicks it out to Bryce. Bryce quickly down, but to Cannon. Cannon kicks it out to Bill on the corner. Into back to Cannon. Cannon spin move, tries to kick it to Bryce.
Good pass. Bryce just couldn't quite handle that.
Bryce kicked it back to Michael, and they're just going to reset this one with the minute 15 showing on the Garvin Motor scoreboard. As Bryce 4-3.
Good penetration there by Michael, and then he just kicked it out to Bryce.
Bryce sitting there, and I think Bryce likes that shot. We see him take that shot several times.
Yes. Yeah, and we got back over now to Webster, to King. King at the top of the key. Over to Simpson. Simpson working on Michael. Michael playing good defense. Michael gets his hand on that one, almost tips it away. There's a trap there on Webster, and we got a timeout called over here by coach as there was some pretty good pressure defense showing out there as the Grizz push the lead back to 21.
Shane and Joy check in for the Grizz with, that's kind of, we talked about that drought, and I guess it wasn't as bad as we've seen it, but bad enough.
It was there. They hit that drought,
and luckily we had the lead going into that drought. So,
but
we needed to rain, and we needed to rain those threes or even some easy twos.
The good thing about that drought is Kemmerer was only able to put up 7 points along with our 7 points, and so here we are again at a 21-point lead for the Grizz. So. 45.9 remaining here in the third, and I'm hoping that drought's over and we're...
Yeah, we got that over with, and we don't need to do that anymore here this afternoon.
Are we jinxing them by saying that?
I don't know.
You just almost expect it, don't we? And I don't know what to...
I don't know. We'll get through this. We'll see if we can...
And Dieter's going to lose that ball. Tipped out by Michael, I think, got his hand on that as Dieter wanted to go up and shoot that. Michael got his hand in there and poked that ball out of bounds. So Corbridge gets it into Dieter. Dieter up to Webster. Out to Corbridge. He's going to pull up for three. That's short off the mark, and Shane gets the rebound.
So Shane gets it to Cannon. 30 seconds remaining here in this third period, and Cannon kicks it to Michael. Like I said, 25 seconds remaining. Michael just going to drive lane.
Nice move by Michael. As he was probably wanting to kick it back out, but nobody picked him up, so what the heck, just put it in.
Absolutely, take what they give you. 15 seconds remaining here.
And that's going to be turned over as Webster was headed back to help Corbridge.
Just going to throw it away with 11.2 seconds.
Pretty good pressure there by the Grizz. Corbridge was trying to get it down to Webster. Webster saw him pick up his dribble, was running back, and he just threw it right over his head. So
Michael with the ball. Grizz ball, 8 seconds remaining here in the third period.
But imagine they're going to try kickback for Bryce here.
Yeah, and they're trying to kick him. Bryce from way out.
Gets it! Goes! Bryce Ward from downtown. What do you say to that?
Yeah. Downtown is right. We're talking Main Street, Riverton. He launched that thing with about two tenths of a second remaining.
And that was a beautiful shot, too. It wasn't a throw. I mean, it was just a spot shot.
Nice look, nice setup, and just nice ending of that third period as Bryce nails that three-pointer.
And they push that. They end up turning that into a 10-point quarter on those couple of those threes there at the end of that, and push the lead to 26. I mean, at 47-21 on the Garvin Motor scoreboard right now, and we're going into the final quarter here where the Grizz in a sweet position to just maintain at this point, and that I don't know that they need to make many adjustments. They just want to continue to play the same way they're playing, and don't let up, don't change the game plan any.
Not at all. And we've made mention, like you said, with Bryce, and not just Bryce, but the outside shooting is there for the Grizz, but they're not forcing it. We've said that earlier.
No.
And they're showing the patience, and that's exactly what they got to do in this final period. Just exactly what they've been doing the other three, play the exact same way.
Yep.
We'll come out of here with a huge win and a huge momentum going into that game tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly right. So we'll be Grizz ball again to start this final quarter.
Cannon with the ball.
Poked away.
Taken away by Simpson.
Nice steal there by Simpson. He tries to hit Dieter and throws it right back away.
And Bill will come up with that one to head back the Grizzly direction. Gets it inside to Jewell. Jewell a little strong, but he's going to be fouled. And he'll go to the line for two, as I believe that was going to be on Simpson.
Be the 5th team foul is all again.
And that's Simpson's 4th. So a lot of Rangers, or at least, what,
with
3 with 4, has jeweled the line for the Grizzlies. First shot up. A little long.
Good.
Hey, box out, Black 28.
Got one more remaining as Joey resets for his 2nd shot here. And it is off the mark as well.
Rebound controlled by Simpson. As at this point, I don't think they got anybody else to put in. And Dieter has it poked away by Cannon. Good steal
Shane
there by
kinda
Cannon.
comes up with it, harassed, but Shane does bring it across half court. Kick it off.
Oh, and they're going to have a foul
they're going to
on.
have a foul on Corbridge.
That's going to be his 4th? No, just his 2nd. Just his
2
2nd.
on the Garvin Motor scoreboard.
I believe 4. I think there's only 4 on Cascoli and
Bryce.
Simpson. And Simpson just about picked up number 5 right there.
As Bryce kind of overthrows Cannon to try to get him the ball, and Cannon does run it down, and he has the ball, airs it up to Bryce.
That's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Bryce. So that'll be a turnover there as Bryce can't quite control that pass, tips it out of bounds.
I think Coach Simmons saying we don't need that type of stuff, but
Simpson over to Cascoli. Cascoli down to King. King travels with it.
Yeah.
As Kemmerer had numbers, but Grizz were hustling back awful fast and made him think about that. I believe that was Shane over there made him think about that pass for an extra step, and that's all it took.
And they had steps as well. So Cannon with the ball for the Grizz, gets it across. Gonna go in the paint, kicks it out to Bill. Bill to Shane. Shane 1 steps in, but as Bill goes baseline, wraps it around to Joy for a little short 2.
Nice little play there. Grizz now by 18. Sorry, I was watching that action there as Cascoli gets it up. He's going to pull up from just outside the free throw line. Can't get it to go, and Bryce pulls down that rebound as the Grizz just gobbling up the boards.
Absolutely, and Bill with the ball kicks it to Cannon. Cannon spins, just throws it away as
he did not see
as Dieter comes up with
standing
it.
there.
And Dieter
gets it to go.
I mean, a couple guys in the ground, but no call. So Dieter with the coast to coast. Grizz ball, Cannon over to Bryce. Bryce on that corner shot.
Oh, in and out. Why not, though?
Oh, absolutely.
Dieter pulls down that rebound.
Joey comes down with it, and I thought his momentum was going to take him out of bounds, but he maintains. And
timeout called.
Good
full
call
timeout
good call from the bench as Joey tied up on that other end and didn't want to lose that possession. So Coach Simmons calls a quick timeout.
As the Grizz just playing, they're playing outstanding. Am I over?
No, I haven't seen them play like this. Any game that we have called, Dave, I have not seen this level from everybody on both ends, from the whole game. So
even during that scoring drought that they had themselves, the intensity was up enough and their defense was strong enough that they held Kemmerer, to a drought also.
Right.
I mean,
and held it together. Don't panic just because you're in a little drought. Of course, they had the lead going in, but you could see it on the look on their face. They weren't falling apart. They weren't letting loose of anything. So, right where they want to be here. 49-23, 5 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in this one.
I see our girls sitting over there on the bench, over on the other side as they've been kind of cheering on the boys too. They're out here. They've got smiles on their face. They're clapping, and they get to play Kemmerer next too. And hopefully they'll see a little bit of this energy and be able to go right into this next game the same way. And let's see a double Kemmerer sweep here.
Absolutely.
I missed that. What was that?
I had a little
Grizz ball.
Little announcement there, but I didn't hear what that was, but quieted the crowd down. But Grizz ball.
Got our headphones on. We can't hear that.
So Bill with the ball, getting harassed. Pretty good defense. Gets it to Cannon. Cannon bounce pass, just throws it away as
he was looking for Bill cutting back door.
Cascoli comes up with it.
He gets it into Dieter. Dieter back out to Simpson. Simpson wants a 3, but the Grizz are there, so he drives baseline, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound.
Joey going to be called with that one over the back.
This is going to be Joey's third foul.
Yep, third foul as Michael and Kirby checking back in for the Grizz.
That'll put Simpson to the line to shoot a pair, though.
After Simpson's
And that one's
shot.
off the mark, no good.
So in come Michael and Kirby, and Bryce and Shane going to sit a spell, get a rest for this final minutes of this one.
That one's good by Simpson.
So Grizz ball.
And a big lead.
And a big lead, just right where we want to go. Michael gets over to Cannon. Cannon gonna, nope, kicks it back out to Bill. Bill down to Joy, back to Bill. Big, huge cross bounce pass to Cannon. Cannon back to Michael. Again, showing these patience here as Michael working that pivot foot, gets it to Bill. Bill gonna go drive and throws it to Joy. And Joy with a little 12-footer from the
nice looking shot there from Joey.
corner. So the Grizz extending this lead with 4 minutes, 50 seconds showing on the Garvin Motor scoreboard.
51-24, Grizz on top. Cascoli with the ball, looking down in the corner to Corbridge. That's King with the ball now over to Simpson. Grizz not giving any open shots here. They get it inside to Dieter. Dieter's going to turn around, but Kirby's right there in his face. Can't get it to go, and Michael gets the rebound, and then we're going to have a foul called.
Foul on.
If that's on Simpson, he's done. That's on Simpson. And he's going to foul out of the game is Trevor Simpson. As
Simpson replaces Simpson.
Simpson for Simpson. And Michael will go down the other way now and shoot the bonus. As Simpson played a good game here tonight for Kemmerer. He hustled and worked hard, and you know they just.
These guys aren't giving up with at all.
No.
Hats off to them for staying with it. As Michael's first shot is up and good.
As the Grizz extend the lead now to 28 at 52-24.
Michael set for his second shot.
No good.
Off the mark.
Rebound by King. Ahead to Corbridge. Corbridge is going to drive the lane too hard, and Joey's going to get the rebound.
He kicks it off to Michael. Michael, long course pass to Cannon. Cannon going to give it right back to Michael. Michael to Joey, and Joey drug a foot, or took some steps before the ball hit the floor, so he'll be called for the traveling and be credited with the turnover.
And Webster will check back into the game as Corbridge will check out.
Oh, and Joey's
just
nice
going to take that away and go in for the layup. Oh, he missed the wide open layup. Oh, that's not something that he wanted to have on TV right there.
Laughing about it, going, "You can believe that, guys? I missed that." And sometimes those easier ones are the hardest ones to make.
Simpson for three, no good, and the ball's going to go off of Dieter out of bounds.
I would have dunked it if I could dunk.
Yeah.
If I had a trampoline
and a trampoline right in front of it.
And still would have missed.
And a stool to climb on the trampoline with.
Yeah, absolutely. And a paramedic
to catch after you hit the ground.
So Simmons with the ball, gets it inside to Kirby. Kirby reverse layup, can't find it. Got a little
block there by Dieter. Dieter brings it all the way down the other way, gets it over to Cascoli. Cascoli now looking inside to King. King on Jewel. King with kind of a wild shot. Can't get it to go. Kirby's going to gobble up the rebound there. And
he kicks it to Michael. Michael will push. 3 minutes, 16 seconds remaining on the Garvin Motor scoreboard. Grizz ball down to Joey. Joey way over to Bill, down to Michael. Michael fakes, back to Bill. Bill going to drive. Dishes to Kirby as we're just going to swing it around a little bit, show some patience here. 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. Michael way up top. Going to make him come out on him. Michael to Cannon. Cannon over to Joey. Joey going to put up the little 8-footer and finds the mark.
He wanted retribution after missing that layup down there, and that was a lot harder shot than he just put in right there.
I said, those easier ones seem to be harder than the ones that are denied.
That's Simpson, can't get it to go, and King's gonna, you're gonna have it.
Oh, it's tied up here. Hit the floor kind of hard as Bill and King wrestling for it.
Kind of mix it up. So jump ball tie-up will be Kemmerer basketball. As Cascoli and Dieter will sit down for the night. And that brings Travis Collins, number 33, and Connor Tiller into the game. And Kirby will sit for the rest of the night as John Higgins checks in.
Checks in, get a little tournament play.
Out to King. King over to Collins. Collins down to Webster. Webster's looking for somewhere to go with this. Going to drive against Higgins. Can't find it. Shane gets the rebound.
And he kicks it to Cannon. We got a 4-on-1. Cannon going to drive, put it up. Can't find it. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up strong with the left hand and gets a little redemption there for that missed shot. It's Cannon for 2. And 2 minutes remaining in this one.
Grizz all over Kemmerer now, 56-24. Over to Collins with the ball for Kemmerer. Looking inside to King. King going against Higgins. Double team there. Good help from Shane. Kick out to Webster. Can't get it to go, and Higgins pulls down the rebound.
And he kicks it to Bill, and Bill will bring it down.
Looking for John. Oh! Bill wanted to pass that to John underneath, and just put it on his hip there, and going to be called for the travel.
Going to the bench here as Xavier Mangus checks in, and
also Tanner Coleman and Caleb Horrocks.
And Tanner Coleman.
King to inbound. Collins with the ball now, working against Coleman.
Still pretty good defense there.
They're
for the
not
Grizzlies.
good. They're getting their moment, and that's going to be Simpson's going to go all the way in. Fouled by Higgins, and he'll get it to go. So that'll put Simpson to the line to shoot 1 as Higgins picks up his first with a minute and a half. Cuts the lead to 30. But look at that for a second. I didn't realize it was 30.
Yeah, your math's right, Dave.
Simpson misses that. It's going to go out of bounds off of it's going to go off of Horrocks, I believe.
I believe so.
So over to Simpson on that pass. That is number 20. Oh, Dougherty? Dahidi?
Dowdy.
All right,
Dowdy.
Shot's no good, and Cannon pulls down the rebound. We're coming back the other way now with just a minute and 10 seconds remaining. That's John.
Higgins just going to shoot the free throw, but can't find the mark. Rebound controlled by
Tanner
Coleman, and Horrocks for about a 15-footer. And Mangus almost comes up with the steal. So the Grizz still hustling here with under a minute to showing on the Garvin Motor scoreboard.
Over to Collins with the ball now, looking inside. They get it in to Webster. Webster's going to be fouled by Caleb Horrocks, I believe. Yep, I'm going to call out on Caleb, so that'll put Webster. Robert Webster, the sophomore, will go to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first one. He'll get another. Grizz lead by 32. Score showing 58-26 on the Garvin Motor scoreboard. That one falls through.
Grizz ball. Cannon to push. 45 seconds remaining in this one. Grizz well in control of this ball game here. Mangus going to drive baseline, put it up.
Oh, hard foul.
Hard fall, but that'll send.
X will go to the line to shoot 2. And they call that on Simpson, I believe. That's his 3rd foul, but that'll put X to the line to shoot a pair here.
Chance to get in the books.
First one's off the mark, no good.
35.5 seconds remaining on the Garvin Motor scoreboard as Mangus set for his second shot. It's up. And that one is no good as Higgins fight for that rebound.
I think Higgins going to pick up the over-the-back foul.
Trying for that rebound and just didn't have position and went over to the back, so we will come back down the other side to shoot the bonus.
I think that's going to put Simpson back to the line, isn't it? Yeah, Simpson was the one down under there. So they will shoot the one and a bonus, 18 fouls apiece. That one's off the back of the iron, no good. Higgins pulls down that rebound. And Cannon will bring it back down the other way.
Cannon drives, but then kicks it out to
Coleman open for three, misses
well
everything.
Short. Harassed by the Grizzlies, but Kemmerer will get her down.
That's Collins. Collins with the ball. Collins just a freshman. Inside to, that is 20, Dowdy. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Higgins with the block.
Couple blocks down by the Grizz, and this one is in the books. 58-27.
As the Grizz come out and jump all over Kemmerer right from the get-go. Excellent, excellent game there for the Grizz as they come in here and do what they need to do. And they'll be playing at the high school tomorrow night now at 4:30. I believe against the Chiefs. I have not got the official final on that score. I will try to find it here. I just got another text here. Chiefs up 60-36 late in the fourth quarter over Grable. So, is it Grable?
Yeah.
So,
I think it is. Whoever won that pigtail game.
Yeah, Grable.
And
so it will be Rocky Mountain and Wyoming Indian Chiefs tomorrow at 4:30 in the high school as the Grizz come in here and just take care of business, to say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. And that's exactly, you know, as not just a fan, Dave, but as a coach, what you want to see coming out in that first game in tournament. Sometimes you come in a little jittery. The tournament plays a little different than regular.
Yeah.
So it was just an outstanding effort, like we said, from
Energy
everybody.
level was amazing.
Oh, it was just great, and those guys just played through. And
bus ride, smush ride. They did good today.
Outstanding, like I said, just from everybody.
Let's we'll run through a few stats here for you for the game. Bernheisel finished with 8 points. Let's see, Bryce Ward had 15 points as he shot 50% from beyond the arc. Shot 5 for 10 for 3. We'll take that every week, won't we, every game?
Absolutely.
And anyway, he, like I say, he put him